Previously on Maybe the Chosen Ones.
While still in the Suolo Tavern Ranch enjoying their evening, the party noticed an old farmer stumble into the tavern, requesting help with something mysterious destroying his crops the past few nights.
Along with a reluctant Gregor, the group went to the man's farm that night to investigate, which led them to an awakened scarecrow that was quickly vanquished.
After this, a cloaked emo man appeared from the nearby shadows and immediately attacked the party for destroying his animated scarecrow.
Finn quickly put the dark mage to sleep, and Gregor ended him with a stab.
After healing an unconscious Dry, the party returned to the tavern to rest the night.
The next morning, the party headed south and discovered a burned caravan next to a disturbing, dark hole in the ground.
Venturing into the shadowed hole, the party fought various bug creatures to cleanse this cliffside cave of the darkness.
After this point, our recording stopped before the final scene, in which the party received a glowing rock seemingly important and met the Fey protector of the cave, a pixie named Luminita.
Completely tuckered out, the party decided to rest the night in that cave's final room.
The Call of Or, Heart of Tannin. The world of Tannin is home to 12 realms, protected and ruled by the Dragon Guardians. For centuries, it has been ravaged by the ever-growing Shroud of Darkness. Just when it seems that all hope is lost, 4 heroes, destined to save the world, answer the celestial calling of light set before them.
Gregor McConnor, the fierce half-elf fighter.
Udan Jadan, the spirited human bard.
Finnegan Stumblebatch, the quick-witted and wizardly gnome.
Dryodalis, the loyal Eladrin paladin.
What lies ahead on this epic adventure for these heroes? Who are, maybe, the chosen ones.
Alright, so we wake up in this dungeon with the dead bug body.
We do.
Why did we sleep down there?
I think it was like at the end of the day and we needed a long rest anyway.
Why didn't we go up to the surface?
Well, we already
This cool bugging.
killed everything here, so I guess it's safe. Wow, I have a crick in my back.
You guys were feeling pretty good about yourselves. You just massacred a whole dungeon, and you're like, yeah, come at us. We'll take a long rest, and if you disturb my nap, I'll freaking kill you.
Oh, I'm so stiff in my armor. And
You slept in your armor?
Of course. Yeah.
why would I not? I mean, just lie down and sleep when you're tired. And,
Tuck
Use a
yourself
rock
in
for a
and it stands
pillow.
up for you.
and it just takes so long to get.
Oh,
in
wait a
and
minute,
out
I
of
didn't
it,
have to sleep there because I went to the ore.
And you want to be ready. So
Probably just pop back from the ore. Morning, guys! How was sleeping in the cave?
I am still sleeping.
Oh, I guess we're done.
Finn crawls out of the carpet.
I feel like I'm gonna go over to Udan's bag and hold it up and drop everything out of it to try to find your stuff, your little silly stuff.
Well, so
This looks right. And then
Wait, didn't she give it to one of you guys?
I don't remember.
I don't know. I think
Maybe I forgot
I
that.
decided to keep it on.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Her little.
Because that would have been better. You dump out her
Knowing
bag
stuff.
of stuff
Yeah.
and find. Oh wait, it's not even in here. I have it, guys. I had it the whole time. I forgot.
Pat my pockets. It was right here.
Well,
Oh,
you
God.
were the
Oh, God.
inventory dude, so.
Yeah.
Finn's just got this giant bag of all of our party's crap. We make the smallest person carry everything.
Added a 1.5 feet to my height.
Aw.
So we wake up Udon.
Wakey, wakey.
Thanks, guys. Who dumped out all the stuff in my bag?
I think
was
one
it
of the
you?
monsters did that before we
was
killed
you.
it.
Such a pleasant morning. Anyway, where's the
I'm way
party?
over here.
Troy starts walking out. Hey guys!
I don't even look at you.
It's
I
morning
walk
out here.
upstairs. I did not. The last thing I needed to hear this morning was Udana accused me of dumping her bag out, and so.
So, yeah, we're probably, because the top of the cave was just that hole that kind of. Just the hole in the ground.
Oh,
so we just
yeah.
come on, there's the burnt carrot.
Hello, how you doing?
Oh, yeah.
Loon was like very nervously waiting for you to come back.
I'm supposed to be left her all night.
It's like when every time you go to work, your dog is just like, you've literally been gone for at least my whole life. What took you so long? You know.
I gave her like a little piece of. Give her some of my ration.
I feel like we probably need some rations, don't we?
Can I roll to harvest a certain amount of bug jerky to distribute as rations among everyone?
Absolutely.
Because right now I have.
That would be a survival, wouldn't it?
Oh, we also
I have 6. No.
Yeah.
Yep, I have 6 rations right now.
Yeah, roll a survival check for me.
We've also got the pickle jars that 2 people in our party don't want.
Oh. And that would be a 14.
You are able to harvest. It's not that hard to harvest the bug jerky. So
Okay.
you harvest a very. You come with an obscene pile of bug jerky, just kind of up to the top. And just,
I've seen. Well, we can't carry all that much, so.
Shout out.
I mean, you harvested the whole bug.
So
That's what I was doing all night. 5 rations, 5 days of rations of bug jerky.
You know what, Dawson? You know what? You guys get some inspiration points for that. I think you harvested a boss for food.
That's a good suggestion. We will not die. At least not
It will not break.
surviving.
She is.
Broke.
Battle cries go. That's not bad.
When
We will not die. We will not die. Should we put that on the quote board? Where are we going, guys?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
We're in a giant grassland.
Yeah, you guys are just kind of out in the open right now.
we diverted,
Where are we going?
we diverted west. We left Swallow, and then we diverted west because we saw smoke, and that led us to the chasm. But we should be on our way to, the nearest village is Pianta.
Is that where we were headed originally?
Well, we're pursuing the dark. Well, then we're pursuing the darkness. So, wherever that is. And what did we get from the pixie? We got the.
We got one of the things that we need to purify the portal, right?
It's a glowing rock.
Okay.
Okay, so there are more of them around here. And it was it in Swallow where the girl would trade us the horses if we brought the gypsy thing? So, well, we're making for the village because that's where we can pick up news and that's where we can find.
We need supplies.
And I'm gonna roll to see if I can identify any gypsy caravan tracks in the road or whatever. So I'm mostly looking for tracks, or if a bangle or a brooch has fallen,
For sure.
or if there's any empty baby carts somewhere. Baby carts. 17.
17, yeah. You can tell, frankly, that kind of a lot of the caravans in the area do go actually in the direction of Pianta.
They're headed south. Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
There aren't any. The most recent tracks are from the carnage behind you, but you can tell. It's a pretty well-traveled road.
Okay.
Because we're just off the road a little bit.
Well, if we're at the chasm,
Okay, so
that's
we deterred from the road a while.
half a day.
Okay.
Yes.
The road.
Well, we better get moving then.
You guys are a full day
From
Pianta.
Rowan gave us that sword quest. Did she say where the sword was, or where?
It was in that village that we saw getting destroyed in the prologue, right?
first.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's that first place you was at
Yes,
with
okay.
the Tarask.
Yeah.
Oh, scary.
We could just bring a handful of dirt and say that's the sword, right? Might as well be.
Depends on
Gathered up the ashes.
Sword? Would it just be shards?
I don't know what a Tarask does.
What's the goal of Together in Arms?
That was the Swift Leaves in Kai.
basically
They
you
were
wanted to gain their
aid.
their support and their aid for any future. It's good to have help from the
We kind
local
of
military.
joined their ranks in a way of proving our worth by clearing the darkness in their realm.
Alright,
Oh.
and that was
We did in the Doki.
So we beat that already?
Yeah, we haven't gone back to them,
We haven't. Oh.
but
Well.
means we're still gathering hourly pay for it.
It's commission.
Dang
So are we walking?
Let's walk
Let's
to
walk.
Pianta.
Okay.
So it's morning. You guys are walking across an open field. You're not gonna get there until nighttime. Let's say it's midday, it's baking sun.
That's nice.
You guys are in the middle of frickin' nowhere. You haven't seen another soul.
Feels like neglect.
It's just nothing's happening. You guys are just traveling, just walking.
So you've been here before, Gregor. That's nice.
Feels like a backstory here, you know what I mean? Just can't put this now.
Hey Finnegan,
Oh,
what's it like being a gnome?
it's a lot like being any other race, except you get a real good idea for who does or doesn't clean their nose.
Oh.
That's really funny.
No, it's not. It's
Actually,
not. We're
no,
gonna cut that out.
that's quick. You will cut no.
gold right
You
there.
have
No, it's garbage.
a palpable wit. You have my knee high to a grasshopper friend.
Wait, how tall
The
are you? Is that
knee
weird?
high to a grasshopper, which is
Baby
roughly
grasshopper.
Oh my god.
1.7
You can't
centimeters.
just ask people how tall they are.
Well,
But I want to philosophically challenge one of the
I meant to ask
propositions you
that out of
made,
character.
which was
They drive us.
Prepositions.
How many feet
Um,
tall you are.
how would you know what it's like to be any other race if you've ever not been any other race?
Whoa, this is so deep.
And I'm
We're
racist.
very early in the morning.
I ask you.
I'm gonna use the hat of disguise to turn myself into a tiny Gregor.
Oh dear. That's
That is simultaneously the most adorable and disturbing thing. It's
Wow.
like if I had a child, but the child
But he's
had
a
a beard.
But the child was battle hardened.
I want to hold you and tell you that you
taking
are
off that.
valuable. But
Do you want us to
was
tell you
the
that, Gregor?
was the tall version or the short version of me uglier?
Oh, alright, I'm gonna put the hat back on.
It's hard to say.
Yeah.
Same?
Well,
Well, I imagine the proportions are probably a little bit off for the tiny version.
I liked your hometown, Finnegan. It was a merry place.
Yes, and your girlfriend
Mmm.
who baked food.
It
Yeah.
was very
Oh god. Oh no. That's just no.
No. Look. What is the deal from your point of view?
Oh,
What's happening there?
Oh, what's wrong with
Well,
that?
It's nothing. It's just you know.
You keep saying it's
It's
nothing,
goofy.
but it's obviously
Do you
something.
like her?
We're not.
You like
We're asking an open-ended question here, not a yes or no. Just what?
Well, you know, you grow up in a small village. You get to know the people your own age. It's nice. It's fun. You make friends, and then sometimes people have certain expectations for you, and you just feel like it's a lot of pressure.
Fear, commitment.
And everybody's got all this stuff
No,
going
you
on.
just-
Everyone's so lovely all the time. Everyone's friendly in this wonderful village, and all you want is just a little bit of vice.
Like the Adobe
Sure.
nice.
Yeah.
You want a little bit of vice?
A little bit of vice, a little bit of rowdiness, so you start bringing in some bootleg potions.
You went to the big city.
Exactly, and I never wanted to look back.
Small town girl wanted to marry you. You got nervous.
Yeah.
Decided to go on a rebel street.
You left
went
your
to the big
grandmama.
city,
Just, yeah, you know, I mean, she's just a small town girl living in a
living
lonely
in
world.
a lonely world. Sure. Yeah.
See,
Took the midnight train.
Going
Anywhere.
what's a train?
Took a midnight
Stop interrupting
carriage.
us. Your stupid
It's a new
questions.
business proposition I'm working on.
Oh. New invention.
Yes, metal carriages going as fast as lightning.
Whoa.
That sounds terrifying.
Wow.
Aerodynamics and that. All that.
I just have the idea. Someone else is gonna do it.
Yeah. But not my name's gonna be on it.
I'm the idea guy.
I didn't mean to interrupt, but just he said fear of pressure, and then you said fear of commitment, which leads me to believe that the fear of commitment is what you have on your mind.
You know, we're supposed to be talking about
Yeah, we
your
started this by asking you questions.
Oh,
I
but
see
you're
you're trying to
all
turn this
so
around.
much more interesting.
But what's your family like?
What's your family like?
I
family?
don't really remember them.
What do we know about this iridescent damsel damsel who is not often in distress and is in fact quite competent in the field of battle, except when she rolls shit.
But I have only died once.
Right.
True.
What do we know? We're walking here in the field. There's nothing to do. Look at this. She's shining. The grass around her feet is rainbow speckled. And we just take it as normal because we're used to it.
True.
Oh, I'm not taking it as normal. I've been trying to figure out what her angle is this entire time.
Have you?
Well, you know, nobody does anything for free.
I did notice that many creatures in this world are very less colorful.
Well, okay.
More
Didn't you
Dyes
see?
are expensive.
dull.
Dyes, our skin dyes especially.
Oh, yeah.
But it could be maybe just since there is darkness in this world, it's just a dim overcast of reality.
Oh, you mean
Probably
normal
just the
life?
way that we
Yeah.
are.
Oh, well, that's very sad.
Well, where do you don't know where you come from? I don't know what I was going to ask.
Where do you
Well,
come from? Where do you go?
the ore.
Where do you come from?
I am looking forward to when the Fae can all walk in your world again.
What will you do after all this? You know?
I don't know. What do you guys do to relax? Besides Gregor. I think I have an idea.
While you guys have been joking and
Oh, dear.
talking and being not too subtle in the wide open plains, you suddenly hear. It's kind of dusky now. You kind of hear in the not too far away, just kind of laughter. A kind of laughter. But
Oh, thank God, it's off a monster.
It's a growly laughter.
Break up this conversation.
And you see approaching you guys 2 hyenas.
Hyenas.
Oh dear. Oh, the laughter.
Want to tame a hyena?
Roll for initiative, please.
Freak me out.
My gosh, a stupid one.
Oh.
Well, get all the ones out now.
13.
15 and Loon got 4.
7.
How far away are they?
They're probably about 30 feet away from you. Hyena 1 charges at.
I'm probably the closest.
Yeah, it charges at you, Megan. And it gets all the way to you. It has a speed of 50 feet, so.
Oh jeez. I probably grabbed my sword and shield when we heard the hyenas.
18 to hit.
Nope, because I have 18. Defender wins.
And they're like,
Megan,
well,
sorry. I rolled an 18, it has +2 attack, so.
Yeah, that
20
hits.
to hit. And it bites you
Thanks, hyena.
for 4 damage. Abby, it's your turn.
I run up to that wolf and
It's a hyena.
hyena, whatever. And
Yeah, that'd be terrible if
Try
you're
to-
fighting wolves, killing them in front of Loon.
I know, that'd be
Advertising. 6. To
Nope.
hit?
yep.
That misses. Dawson, your turn.
There's that one that's really close.
You could run around. Flank that one.
I have my bow out right now.
Well, the other one is only 30 feet away from you. You can hit
Yeah,
that one.
I'll try to shoot the one far off then. Yeah.
Are you moving? So you're not very
Well, yeah, that's a good idea.
Nat
I'll
one.
move adjacent to
Okay.
to Drya. That's a piddly little 9.
That does not hit. Matt.
I'm going to shoot a firebolt at the one farther away.
Jet blast.
That's a nat 20.
Oh,
I saw that.
frick yes!
Jeez, bro.
First one of the day.
Okay.
That's an 8.
Double damage.
It's dead.
Okay.
All
Or
right.
Jerry double.
Hyena 2, having not even had a chance to attack,
Woo!
is gone.
Oh,
And now there's this
nice.
sorely outnumbered hyena.
Flaming hyena in the grass.
Oh,
Grass is
Loon's turn.
Loon. She got a 14 to
To
hit.
hit, yeah, that hits.
Sick. So she runs off after the one right in front of Drya and just like
That's the only one that's there.
tackle it. Oh,
It's the only one that's left. So tackles it. Great.
tackle, hug, slashing. 3.
Megan, it's your turn.
Finally! Alright, I'm gonna slash it with my sword. 15 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
Okay, so that's 8 damage.
Yeah, you killed it.
Yay!
Alright, so Megan got kind of hurt, and that's all that happened.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna like kind of kneel down and kind of go in like a prayer position almost, and just do lay on hands on myself for 4-H.
Oh, I thought you were going to do it on the hyena.
No. I'm just doing a very
was
paladin
boring.
move on myself.
Pesky creatures. Best be on our guard.
Okay, so it's now nightfall.
Are we close?
You guys are not far from Pianta. You can see the town lights in the distance.
Gonna be able to make it there before it's too late.
As this happens, you see a patrol of guards who were kind of alerted by the sounds of the kerfuffle. They approach you, and they're just like the lead one, the lead guard. It's a group of like 4 of them. And he's just like, what's going on?
Duh. These hyenas just attacked us.
They're not like your city animal, are they?
I'll be honest.
Banners with the hyena sigil, like, wave. They're holding them, waving.
Happy Hyena Day. They'll be here any minute.
They're actually our school district mascot.
Oh, that's great.
The fighting hyenas go team game, but no, we hate hyenas a lot. In fact, if
There's a reward for killing them. Great.
I don't do that. But no, we are very grateful. Hyenas suck a lot.
Do you,
Gophers.
is there a place to sell the pelts in town?
I bet if you brought them to the armor and clothing shop, I bet the owner of that, Lisa, I bet she would be able to make some hide armor.
I twist their tails around each other and I grab them and I throw them over my shoulder.
Dude, okay.
Hyenas are really awkward mammals. They're not even sure what they are.
That's why they're always
Are
laughing.
we a
They're
cat?
insane.
Are we a dog? I don't know.
I believe you.
That's why we've lost.
Are we able to rest in
Good thing
your
you
village
actually have
or
2 bear
town?
pelts too.
Yes, you may, but in the morning, bright and early, I'll be coming back to get you. The leader of our town, he wants to make it a point to meet all new arrivals.
Oh, that's nice.
I'll escort you guys to the inn.
The leader of the town wants to meet all new arrivals? How many new arrivals do you guys get?
Not a lot.
Is that why?
Yes, he makes it a point to know all the ins and outs and goings on of his town.
Suspicious, but what's his name?
Very micromanaging.
His name is Narcisse Mate.
Narcisse Mate.
Okay.
Cool. Let's go get some sleep.
So the guard escorts you to into the town, into the inn run by Stella. That's her name. Show you guys
Oh, the town.
the town. In the very center of the town is the ancestral home.
This is a river we're passing over.
Coming down from Lake Lago.
And there's like a giant
Where is
garden part of
the inn is here. The guard introduces himself. The lead guard introduces himself to you. He says, "My name is Titus. One of the many guards here in Pianta. Remarkable amount of security in this town. The hyenas and all." He asks, "What brings you guys to Kempi?"
Quickly, turn aside.
We're saving the world!
Quest to save the world.
And we're in a band.
NBD.
Yeah, we're a traveling band. So
Oh,
we're here on tour.
that's
Pretty cool, I know.
Not here
It's like a proper
in
story.
Pianta. Yeah, I didn't hear anything about that.
Yeah,
Well,
we're
it's a bit of an underground thing.
right.
Like, only the people who are, in the know are in the know.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And we don't
And-
like to announce
and
like,
who's that?
hey, we're doing a show.
Yeah.
It's more of a hey, we breeze in and everyone's like, oh my gosh.
Well, if you have to
It's
ask.
the best band in the world.
Would you say that you guys are good at talking to people?
Well, we're not bad.
Well,
We're
well,
mediocre.
how do
The
you
best.
think this is going?
Pretty awkward, I'm gonna be honest.
All right.
Listen, hey.
Well, at least one of us knows charm person.
Listen, I don't know if you should be telling me that.
Oh.
That sounds illegal.
Oh yeah,
Like,
you're like a cop, aren't you?
You cop.
You got
You
the
cop in
timing.
disguise.
he's a guard.
Hey, listen. I have a question for you guys.
Yes. Do autographs.
So I've got this. There's this girl.
We will sing your song.
Oh, I didn't write a song.
God likes a girl.
If you guys want to make up a song.
Sounds like a tragic story. It's okay, we'll cut the fat.
I'm just hearing like blues guitar playing in the background.
I'm gonna magic illusion sound going.
Continue your story. Sorry, I was just inspired.
Comes from everywhere, man.
So
Is that we were a bar musician?
So there's this girl that I like in Riva. Her name's Adriana, and I wrote a letter, and I kind of I folded it into one of those cute little origami boat things. I'm not really brave enough to talk to her, so I floated it down the river
Whoa.
Oh, Titus.
to Riva.
Flawless plan.
Yeah.
And so it's been a while now. It's been a couple days, and I haven't heard anything back. I guess
It's a watertight.
that's pretty. That's,
Well,
I see no way this method of communication could go.
well, yeah. I'm sure some mud skipper in the river is really in love with you now.
well, I mean, I did address it to Adriana specifically.
I'm sure
Oh,
she's
and-
not the only one named Adriana.
I mean, it's.
It was
Probably pretty popular.
it was 2000's baby name of the year.
I know it was. She told me that.
Is she pretty?
She's the most darn beautiful gal ever. Anyway, so here's my question for you guys. Would you, after you're done with your business here in Pianta, would you go down to Riva and follow the river and make sure my boat letter got there?
So your lord of the town wants to vet all incoming travelers, but you, his guard, would immediately trust them before they have been vetted to deliver a secret.
I mean, you guys are a
love
band. And this guy's paranoid.
Instant
This isn't me. This isn't. That's him. That's his
Yeah.
deal. I'm a pretty. I think you
You
guys are
trust
pretty
him.
cool.
You believe.
Yeah.
You believe
I mean,
us at
we've killed hyenas.
Yeah,
did.
you guys,
We
you guys
protected
killed the
your
hyenas.
town.
You protected the
You're
school
welcome.
mascot. You killed it. But
Okay.
but yeah. So I mean, would you guys do that for me?
Sure. Why not?
Neat.
Do we get like a reward?
Yeah. I've
We
got,
take half up front.
no.
plus daily expenses.
Right off taxes.
yeah. I think I can scrounge together some pretty awesome rewards for that.
Cool.
Maybe she'll even have them there.
That would be
Alright.
convenient.
Yes.
We'll take the job.
Your quest name is River of Love.
We're done. I see the soul dream.
Love.
You guys have been talking to Titus. You guys are about at the inn. He hasn't really stopped talking about his girl. He's really quite obsessed with her. And right before he drops you guys off at the inn, he's kind of finishing up, and he says, she's a gypsy, and that's.
Does she have jewels?
She had tons of them, brooches and rings and necklaces and.
I smell a whore.
And yeah, so just the most beautiful, exotic, mysterious girl.
I didn't say that.
And you know the
Gregor is
town,
noticeably
Riva.
not
That's
saying anything.
Riva. That's the biggest grouping of gypsies in all of Campy is there. So if you've ever had any interest in seeing what gypsy culture is like, that's a pretty cool place to visit too. So
Have
just
we
another
ever?
selling point for you guys to go there. Cool. I just really want you to go there. I need to make sure
We
this letter
won't
got
do
there.
the thing.
Okay.
We definitely won't write our own letter and get it a little wet.
That's good. And he gives you a really awkward thumbs up. At this point, you guys have reached the inn, and he says, "All right, I'll see you tomorrow, bright and early. Sun up."
When does your suspicious lord want to meet us?
Right away. As soon as ancestral home hours start. 7 a.m.
Oh, and he doesn't want to see us like at night right when we get here. He wants to give us a night.
He's asleep.
So he's paranoid and lazy. This is
Whoa.
a great guy you got.
He's a paralazy. Titus drops you guys off, and see you in the morning. And you guys go into the inn, and you see the woman Stella. She's just a female human. Human Shao is the specific race of humans in this area.
How old is she?
She's probably, I'd say, middle-aged, 35, 40 years old. Yeah, something like that. And she's just, she's behind the counter cleaning some glasses or whatever, and there's a few patrons, late night patrons, chilling in there, drinking and whatever, and it's actually a really nice establishment.
Oh, how quaint.
And does Dryas say that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Stella looks up and she says, more visitors, it's so late. Welcome to the inn, how can I help you?
We're here for a place to stay.
Really?
Can you get us a room?
Yes, no, actually it's been pretty slow as of late. I've got plenty of rooms available.
So it sounds
Don't
like
you get free rooms for singing?
Well, sometimes.
I'm
Not
a
feeling
bard.
She's so good at it.
Oh, are you?
So like, if I sing a little ditty, can I get free room and board for me and my friends?
That's for all of you.
We don't need that many rooms.
Oh!
We need
We're pumping.
2 at least. 4 beds preferably, But
Okay.
I mean, like, these guys, I don't know. There's something going on here.
I used a rock as a pillow last night, so I'm not that picky.
Brilliant. Oh wait, I
Go
don't even
ahead.
need a bed.
3 beds.
Never mind.
That's why I'm sharing with you, because you don't need a bed.
I forget.
Go ahead and sing your ditty for me and I'll
Okay.
tell you. You can just straight up roll a performance check if you want to.
Oh, okay. 18. I like
Describe the kind of music that you're playing.
Yeah, I'm like in that blues thing right now. It's a phase, So I like put my harmonica on, and it's one of those where it's like attaches to your face.
So you can play another
Yeah,
instrument.
yeah.
Playing like my fiddle, and then on my harmonica.
Yeah, alright.
And
What was everybody else doing?
people are moved to tears.
So,
Is Stella a local? Was she born and raised here? I would know if she was. Or did she move here later? Within the last, would you say, 25 years, did she move to the town?
she's a human Shao, so her family's probably.
Yeah, I'd say she's been here pretty much. What were you guys doing during her song?
Jazz hands.
I go to Stella and I order a ale. I sit at the bar and I look at Stella and I try not to look creepy about it, but I keep giving her a look.
She's not paying attention to you because of the song. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, so the song's done. What were you doing, Drya?
I'm trying to. I think Dry's just standing in the middle of the room figuring out what to do. I don't know what she would do right now.
Okay, well,
She's the same. She's kind of looking around.
I buy you a beer.
Okay.
Sit
Wine.
down, do something.
Would you
I
rather
feel
have
like
wine?
it's one of those things where if it's the same lore as like Lord of the Rings, she's not super affected by it.
Oh yes,
So it's
I like
Yeah, it
that.
seemed like that.
this is
didn't we?
tasty. Just downs it.
I think I'm feeling something.
Yeah. Sorry to affect me.
Yeah, so the song is done. Stella was she loved the song. She was super into it. She really loved the jazz hand spin.
I try.
And she's about to say that at the very least, she'll give you a good discount on the rooms. Turns to you, Gregor, to like take the money from you or whatever, the 2 gold pieces, and she just kind of stops for a moment, and it's like in a movie when like the soundtrack just stops with the action.
Someone turn the bar.
Not like that, but more like it's like all of the focus is on this one interaction. It's a very creative choice. She stops and she looks at you, and she just this incredible recognition just kind of washes over her. She had, when you walked in, there was like kind of like a, you look familiar, kind of got one of those faces probably or whatever. But you're sitting there at a bar, you're drinking, she's standing right next to you now, and she immediately recognizes you as Gregor McConnor, the childhood friend of hers from long time ago. And she just stops. She just, Gregor, how? Gregor, really? Gregor.
Stella.
Are we all just standing right there watching?
Gregor, wow, it has been a long time. Wow, what are you doing? Hi, it's been so long.
Is this his girlfriend? Oh my god, it's unclear.
How have you been? Doing for yourself?
Just running the family inn. It's been here my whole life. I just, took over from my parents.
How have things been since?
It has been a storm. Some crazy stuff happened after you left.
Do tell.
Oh.
And then I wiggle my fingers over to my companions and have them join us at the bar.
Oh, we are already there. We
Yeah,
moved
alright.
over like,
Yeah.
what's happening?
I cross from eavesdropping distance to polite conversation distance.
Stella, these are my companions, Udon, Finnegan, and Dry.
And his son! And I put the hat of disguise on, and I look like Gregor again.
And
my
she
son.
just,
So bad.
Stella just starts gut laughing. That is the most adorable thing that she has ever seen. She's like, oh my gosh, he looks just like you. That's so good.
Good hat. Good hat trick.
Well, I gotta keep my eye on this thing.
But so then she does tell you kind of probably the biggest thing that happened. And how long ago did you leave again?
I left when I was 15 or 16, and I'm what did we agree on? I'm 42.
Okay.
So roughly 30 years. Roughly 26 or something.
Okay, gotcha.
So, yeah.
So
He's old. He's a half elf.
Oh, right.
Honestly,
Forgot.
probably. I mean, the troubles with leadership of the past, and
So he still rules.
his son.
What?
19 years ago, an event which we refer to as the Scorching took place. Casimir, Narcissa's father, grew prideful and power hungry, and that on top of
How unlike him.
yeah, he decided to try to overthrow the dragon ruler of the region of Campi, or us. It did not go well at all. Our town, the whole region suffered from it. He was killed. And that's when 19 years ago, his son, Narcisse, took over, and it's been a long healing process that it's still not great.
How can you have healed with Narcissus?
Have you ever met this guy before, Gregor?
I look at him, and then I look back at Stella. That's really dramatic.
Oh.
She lo-
That's a yes.
she looks at you, and she doesn't know entirely what to say, but we do what we can.
What kind of ruler is he? What's the mood around town?
We don't see nearly as much of him as we saw of his father.
Does he travel?
he doesn't really leave.
Have you seen Calais or heard
Calais. Oh, Calais.
anything?
She went missing 17 years ago.
We're the three of us are just
There was
eating popcorn.
Not to listen.
She left.
there
We did
were
gesture us over.
there were search parties throughout the region of Campy for a while, but no sign was found of her.
So no one knows anything that you know of.
She disappeared
And this was shortly after the scorching.
2 years after the scorching.
Well,
So,
I thought about being secretive about this, but I see no reason not to inform those present of my intentions, bearing in mind our greater purpose and greater quest that we are all on while we are in Pianta. I have every intention of killing Narcissus tonight, without further delay.
Oh.
Okay.
Are you saying this in front of Stella?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It has been my intention to do vengeance upon him for my entire life.
Stella looks at you with a look that says she doesn't want you to do it simply because she knows how dangerous it is. But a look that says, I have no good argument to stop you from doing it.
Andre, do you want to kill this guy?
He's my adopted brother. And
Whoa, whoa.
I should say I was adopted by his father Casimir, and I dwelt within his house after the passing of my father, a knight of this region. And Calais was his sister. And when I was 15, I was cast out of this place, nearly murdered by Narcissus himself. And Calais was defiled by him. And it was my intention to return and see vengeance done, but I was delayed, Proto. I was kidnapped by pirates, and so I was unable to return. And then I heard of, I was not able to come back. But now we're here, and now that I'm here, I'm going to kill Narcissus. So, you may aid me, or I will go and dispatch of him this evening.
I mean,
Are you gonna attack first, or just?
No, there's really not much to say.
During this exchange, though your tones were hushed, there's not much noise in the room to disguise it. You see an old man, unfamiliar to all of you, an old man in the corner drinking, and he stands up and he approaches your group, and he gestures to you, Gregor, and you look up at him, and after a moment you recognize him. His name is Gianni.
Gianni, you made the best pizza in town. God.
I haven't made pizza since the scorching.
Friday nights after a week of persistent bullying and attacks and assault and abuse by Narcissus and his father Calais, and I would run away to your pizza shop, and we would eat your pizza and watch Drake and Josh.
Well, it's all been done scorched now.
In the dark room lit by the TV light, those nights were something. Skillet was our favorite band back when we were kids. It was so edgy, but still
We're
wholesome.
running so much about Gregor right now.
It is
Are you
canon.
serving
It is
pizza? No,
canon.
Skillet.
Yeah.
It is now canon that Gregor's favorite band is Skillet.
Well, it
To say
was.
nothing of Drake and
They
Josh.
haven't really come out with anything good since
Skillet.
Awake, but
Oh, that was good.
that was phenomenal. I saw that 2 or twice, in fact.
Whoa.
I
good.
accidentally went to a Skillet concert once.
Accidentally?
Gregor stands up. What do you mean accidentally?
Just so you know, Gianni is like the
fishing guy.
His anchovy pizza was the best.
Oh my
God.
boathouse and everything.
Lake. Yeah,
He
Lava
runs
Lake.
Buckleberry Ferry. Follow me.
We would catch the biggest Hyrule bass and make Hyrule bass pizza.
Oh.
Whole town smells like fish
And chips.
and chips.
You don't like it because you've never tried it.
Okay, so Gianni came up to
Yeah,
us.
so unfortunately, the pizza shop is not canon.
No!
Oh.
He is a fisherman. He owns a boathouse.
We would, after enduring relentless bullying throughout the week when we were finally done with our classes and our chores and all of our whatever to run away and escape, we would go and we would get fried fish from him. And we would run to our special place.
He's like one of those people who's always been old, like Betty White.
Yes.
Came into this world with wrinkles already.
Yeah. Just a delightfully
That
old
one
person.
old guy in town.
Yeah, so he's the old fisherman guy, and
He was nice. Stella was nice too.
He's just this growing up with you in Calais. He was like this excellent storyteller, and just became like a dear friend to you guys, who you would go and just spend evenings with and whatever. Taking out the pizza place, very similar backstory.
Okay.
So, anyways, he approaches you and kind of pokes you on the shoulder or whatever, and you look, and you, having spent so much time with him as a child, immediately recognize
Gianni.
him.
I stand up and I give him a good leather clap.
And he hugs you and he's like, it's so great to see you after all these years. I'd like to, can we speak in private?
Just you and me.
Yeah, yes, that's what private means.
Is there any particular reason you cannot digest, disperse the information to me in front of my companions? I can't talk.
Digest.
Well, I guess they wouldn't know what I'm talking about anyways.
Patronizing.
What does that mean?
We don't know anything. I think he just
My
called us
fantasy football.
stupid.
Speak plainly before my companions and I. Their minds and mine are one.
Aww.
That is dope.
We're so connected. Udon gets a
Totally
little
in
bit
sync.
cheery. Or a little bit teary.
Cheery.
Yeah. Teary.
He just says, the secret place. Your secret place. You should go there.
I stand up and I alone, or may they accompany me?
That's up to you. It doesn't really matter.
Well, it won't be so secret anymore, but
We're all very invested at this point.
I trust you, Gianni.
He is like the one person from this village who was never even mildly cruel to you. He was a genuinely good person.
I clap my hand on his arm and I say, when the sun rises, it will rise upon a world absent of Narcissus of hospitality.
And he's just kind of stunned.
Isn't it what you've always wanted? And I run out
We follow him?
Yeah.
This is a merry day, a happy day. Come, gnome.
Okay, we
Come,
follow-
Udon.
Okay,
Come, strange
so
creature.
it's nighttime outside.
Yeah.
The streets are quiet. In what manner do you bust out of that?
We don't bust out of the door. It's
Ding
nighttime.
dong,
It's
Dario.
dark. I just start walking. I lead the way. We head right out of the inn and we walk. We don't walk right past the ancestral home. We're gonna kind of skirt the courtyard and find.
As you guys step out and see the ancestral home, it is. There are guards everywhere. Titus was not joking, even kind of, when he said that Narcisse was paranoid. There are guards everywhere.
All right.
Great.
Yes.
So,
Secret
I know you
place.
haven't been around for a while, but how popular was this guy's dad? Because I'm just wondering, what sort of defenses we're going to be up against, or if we could... Titus didn't seem to like the guy much.
Most people I knew were assholes. There were a few gems, and since the whole town has been trying to heal. They're putting up a Narcissus as the leader because I suppose he is, and there's no one else. But I don't
What
imagine
about-
he's very popular.
Calais.
How could he be? She's gone. What about her?
Well, isn't she technically... Could she be the ruler?
If Narcissus was dead, yes. Reason number infinite that he must go. But why do you ask?
Oh, I was just wondering if maybe there were, like, people within the guard that we might be able to turn against Narcissus and convince to help us out, try and get in a little bit easier without so much resistance.
Well, first we're going to
We need to get to the secret place. Do you see over there, and I point behind the ancestral home, there is a garden. And is there like a gateway into a garden? Is it a walled garden?
It's walled.
It's walled? Okay.
The lake is next to the garden.
I know the secret way to get into my secret place, and so that's the route I take.
Yeah.
Okay.
The-
No. First, that's totally. I'm totally gonna allow that because this was genuinely a very secret place.
So we avoid the courtyard entirely. We go even back behind. We pass between some houses.
Are we tiptoeing like Scooby-Doo style?
Not Scooby-Doo style, but
We're
classy.
like-
Yeah.
I feel like
Like
we recognize that this is like
Important.
a big thing for Gregor, so we're like kind of solemn,
We
just like waiting to see whatever he.
We act casual though. We like walk like we know where we're going.
Sure.
And we're not
Act like we
raising any
belong here.
suspicion.
Right.
So from the south, there's a wall around the garden, but then it is like, the lake is outside of the town.
It's
town-
like a little to the north of it.
It's north of the town. Does the garden like butt up to the lake? And
It's close.
as I remember, there was a secret way to get in where maybe there was the right bricks that if you like pulled them out, they kind of formed steps to like climb over the wall easier. Maybe off on the northwest or northeast side of it or so. And then
Is that what we're doing? Climb up this.
yeah. Well, I'm contributing heavily to the narrative right
Which
now
is-
because I don't know what you've designed and I would
and
just
actually, for this part specifically, I'm more relying on your word picture for it because this was Gregor's place.
Okay,
you
yeah.
know? So
Greg's place.
Greg's place.
This is
No girls allowed except for Calalay.
Bailey's. No, the park. I mean, it's like the Weirwood Park in Game of Thrones, or except for bigger and just more variety of flora and fauna. But so it's like a miniature forest and garden with
There
like
are
paths and
Calla flowers.
and there are calla lilies all over the place, or calla lilies, I should say. And yeah, so I climb over and I hop
We
over
have to do
the
an
wall.
athletics check, probably.
Everyone except for
Yeah,
Dawson.
I-
Dawson or Gregor has done this so many times.
You do
And
this.
I can't even describe the overpowering, like, nostalgic,
dear.
emotional sense of seeing that wall.
Okay, I got
Those are still there.
11.
I slide
That
them
does
out
it.
and-
Okay.
Oh, thank goodness.
What'd you get?
16.
That doesn't.
I got a 20. Not a nat 20, but a 20.
Yep, a dirty 20. Okay, cool. I love that. Anyways, great. Yeah, so you guys all make it up over.
And when we land on the other side of the wall, we immediately find ourselves on a trim, green lawn running along the wall, and then before us is
Pretty.
the pale moonlight filters through like slender white trees as well as white silver birch style trees and aspen trees, and then some in the distance you can see apple trees and other fruit trees. It's a diverse garden of different fruits and trees, and then between and interspersed throughout them is just the thick Bob Ross bushes of multicolored flowers, and many. I mean, there's one patch that is like chest high, and it's all just like it's these white larkspurish flowers that like run up. I don't know. They're very. Lilacs are the ones that like. They go on forever. They have like all the little petals, but
Yeah.
they're like, yeah, it's kind of that kind of. No, lilacs.
No, wait, that's
lilacs
a-
are like this big push. There's lilacs in this. You can imagine it. Imagine a beautiful garden with trees or whatever, and that there's paths, but like some are as high as hedges, and Anyway, so I
Alright,
Lead.
starts going over some of the flowers and they follow.
I lead the way to the secret place.
Okay.
Secret place, Sora. There's this.
Okay, so you guys get to the secret place, and
Okay. Our secret place.
Meanwhile, Shy is like crawled out of my bag and is like reaching out from my shoulder to like sniff some flowers. Like bat at them with her wing.
That's really cute.
Yeah.
I left Loon in the tavern.
You left a wolf alone in the tavern?
No, I imagine Loon is like sleeping in the like the stable.
Okay.
He's chilling in the stable.
Maybe she's like on the edge of town or something.
She didn't come into town.
Okay. She's eating the hyenas.
Yeah, too close to a hyena.
There's a statue of a woman in knightly raiment, but it's crumbly. This is on the edge, and she's surrounded actually, in fact, by lilac bushes, but you can push aside and squeeze through this narrow opening, and you can get behind the lilac bushes, and there's a narrow like hill of earth that leads down to. So this does butt right up against the lake, like is the lake, and there is an old, abandoned beaver dam covered in overgrown with flowers at the edge of the lake, and it's like you wouldn't find it. Like you never. It's like so buried in other grasses and shrubs or whatever, and so I lead you down this ledge on the edge of the lake down to this beaver dam, and gnarly like roots and twigs and grasses or whatever, and we walk onto it, and then there's I pull aside a bunch of like thick moss and flowers or whatever, and there's a hole in the top, and then you can like hop down into this hollowed out beaver dam.
Aw. That's so cool.
All right.
There's a little yellow chair in there.
Oh.
A little yellow chair.
Yeah.
I just immediately pictured like those preschool chairs, like the little tiny kid chairs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you have any like? There's probably still stuff scattered about.
Well, yeah, I wonder if like no one's been there or discovered it.
No one has found it.
No one has
It
found
is the
it.
same as the day you left it.
Okay. Well, first of all, what was there that Gianni wanted me to find?
All that Gianni knew was that there was something there for you. So, roll an investigation check.
It's 9.
Everybody roll
Kind of
investigation
Whoa, I'm looking
checks.
for. Whoa, look!
Dawson,
Ow.
Gregor did not find anything.
I got 10.
I got 13.
21.
So there's some like rugs, some of the like or sliced off corners of ornate rugs that we like cut out of like spare parts of the castle or the
That's
ancestral
awesome.
home.
Yeah.
And there's drawings like scattered about kind of and hanging in different like little papery crafts and stuff hanging from the ceiling.
But now
a couple
all-
lanterns in there.
All these drawings are now yellowed with age. It has been
26 years.
26
Yeah,
years.
everything is just muddy now and dirty, but still there.
You got a
But
21.
with the combined investigation checks of everybody, notice in one corner of the hideaway, there's a little desk, or more of a crafted desk that you made. And that area looks just slightly cleaner than the rest of it, or slightly more recently touched, only slightly. But you decide to head over there, and on this desk, under a small layer of dust, you see a letter.
A letter. Are you Marty McFly? We have something for you. A letter. The doc's alive! The doc's alive!
He's in the Old West, but he's alive!
He's in the Old West!
And Gregor can choose to read this aloud or not. It's up to him.
I will read it silently. I will sit in the yellow chair.
Oh.
That is way too small for me, and
Tries to
somehow
stay
doesn't
in the
break.
corner like, guys, this is exciting.
I suppose, yeah, we can like talk amongst ourselves now
Yeah,
about whether or not.
What are you guys experiencing right now?
Well, I'm curious about how you guys feel about going along with this plan.
Oh, to murder someone?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that.
Well,
I
I mean,
mean, if he's
From what
not
we've heard.
necessarily...
I prefer cold-blooded justice.
yeah.
It would be hard to know without seeing him after all these years if he's the same despicable person.
Yeah, I'm down with killing him, but I would like
Yeah,
to
hard to
meet him
clean up
first.
your act after that.
I say we go to our meeting tomorrow and see what's up.
Do we think we can convince Gregor to play it? Maybe go into the meeting trying to set up an ambush of some sort.
That could work, because then we would get in.
I agree. I intend to enter the meeting. I mean, he is summoning us to his presence, and that is when I plan to draw my sword and kill him.
Excellent. The letter.
You may all read it at your leisure. I hand it to the nearest.
Okay, here's what I'm thinking. I've got a new spell that can make...
Oh, it was the spell.
Untested.
We're all
Yeah.
sitting in the secret place of this beaver dam as the moonlight shines in.
Plotting.
Got a new spell that
I
can
strike a
make
match and light
a,
one of the lanterns. That's still in there.
can make an illusion human-sized that can walk around and appear lifelike. That can create basically a fake Gregor.
Not
Someone who
him.
looks like him while Gregor goes into the manor, sneaks around, and waits to ambush Narcissus from a different angle.
I will abide by no such cowardly pretenses. I shall face him myself as a man.
Sounds wonderful.
Nice try there, Finn.
But if one or multiples of you would like to disguise yourselves, and I wish to kill him myself and face him man to man, and I would rather have none of you involved directly, except perhaps to if he has some
Keep the guards off of you guys.
keep the guards off. Though I suspect that when I announce myself and reveal myself and expose his dark deeds, they will not intervene. He
That's
is
a
not.
good thought.
He is not well loved according to the letter, and I cannot believe that Casimir struck down the dragon. This is mind blowing to me. I would only want the others to intervene if he has some dark and powerful magic at his command that makes him somehow a threat hardier than I can face. But my assumption is I do not fear him. I will take him and I will kill him. But who knows what manner of
I know what
magical
it says.
treachery he's been up to.
Well, are we staying here or are we going back to the tavern until the meeting?
Might look a bit suspicious if we disappear before meeting with him.
I was surprised that he didn't want to meet with us until the night. I thought we were going to be marched straight up to the doors, even as we entered. But he's probably sleeping right now. I made that promise to Gianni that I would kill him before the sun rises, and I cannot.
But if we go before sunrise for our meeting, we'll just show up early. We're
we
here for
go.
our meeting.
Yeah.
What do you think? Should we wait until the appointed hour of the meeting, or should we announce ourselves and start the meeting early tonight?
I mean, we're all rested.
Let's ask Titus if we can meet him tonight.
Yeah, let's do it.
So you're just
So
gonna go
next
approach
time.
the...
No, hang on. If we say we want to see him and they're like, who are you? And we're strangers, they could try to arrest us before we have a chance. I think the best thing is to just...
Wait until morning.
I don't want to wait till
I'm ready to kill
It's
now.
better to break one promise and
Oh, Finn
kill
is ready to kill now?
than not be able to kill him at all.
Let's go back to the tavern. There's a length of the dam that falls off into the water, and that's a place where you could like swim out and under and swim to the lake, just so you all know it's there.
All those secrets.
But yeah, we climb up the little makeshift ladder to the roof of the beaver dam, and then we're back up on this netting of moss and roots and bramble, and climb the little path up where the lilac bushes are above this mound of earth, because it's rocks and roots and earth just like kind of falls off into the lake or whatever. Yeah, so the garden in the forest like leads up to one of those that fades down into the lake, but it's like walled by lilac bushes and trees and everything. It's fancy. It's not fancy. It's
Pretty.
I'm coming up with something
Tranquil.
beautiful and tranquil and powerful on the spot is difficult. It's not
What a very
difficult, but it's
special
also
place to grow
embarrassing.
up.
without trying to say much or linger on how powerful and crazy it would be to be back in this childhood spot, leave.
So you guys are hopping over the wall again with your secret brick stairs.
What time is it?
It is like 2 in the morning.
So Narcissus is
jeez.
asleep. Okay.
Okay.
I want to kill him now, but we have a meeting in the morning. Let's get some rest.
So as you guys are
It's
hopping,
not
I kill him before Gianni wakes up. He won't know.
yeah.
Probably sleeps in.
Gianni went like to sleep, and he's just like, I'm holding
You
you
probably
to
already
it.
forgot you said that.
It's gonna be a late morning.
But so you guys all hop down, and as you guys come back to the town side of the wall, a guard patrol pops around the corner. The leader is someone you haven't met any of them before. It's not Titus, and he's just like in a gruff voice. He's just a gnarly looking dude. I mean, he's got like a scar down his eye and whatever. I mean, he's just thinning hairlines. Great, and he just says, "What are you doing up past curfew?"
There's a curfew.
Yes.
We're guests in these lands. We're staying at the tavern. We have a meeting with the Lord Narcissus in the morning.
We're in a band.
Yeah.
Everything about that sounds suspicious.
What sounds suspicious about? Talk to Titus.
Yeah.
Who?
Titus, a god.
He brought us in.
He brought us into the city and said that Narcissus would want to see us in the morning.
He was very
Their
nice.
group cohesion is dreadful.
Okay. Well, you're out well past curfew. It's the middle of the night, and you just hopped off a wall.
You saw that?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Well.
Well, I'm gonna need you guys to come with me.
All right.
Back
where-
to the tavern
where
where
we
we'll
going?
be safe.
We are going to see Lord Narcissus.
Oh, good.
Oh. What's your name?
Barely come along. Alright.
You are my favorite person.
Who does have a name?
Gregor.
Oh,
Do you know him?
I actually own a pizza shop.
you own
Pretty good. He's pizza.
the worst pizza you've ever
Is
had.
it like Little Caesars?
It's like Papa John's. All right, we're walking. The moon shines upon the cobblestones of the courtyard as Gregor leads us to the manor house of House Matei.
As you guys are approaching the main doors, Gregor does like that like ratatouille thing and just like slams the door open.
Oh, dear.
Says, "Let's do this." No, I'm just kidding.
Yes, I love that.
But he does very aggressively open the doors.
I was picturing Aragorn, but
Yeah, sure.
It's right on
It's
the
like
wall.
Aragorn, except
not.
Not.
It's cool.
yeah, it's just opens the doors and leads you guys in, and you see at the end of a long table Narcissus.
He's sitting up at table at 2 a.m.
Yes, because
Well, there's probably a separate like throne and then the table. Like
well, no, but he's sitting at the
Yeah,
table.
describe the scene, good room.
I mean, you are entering a great hall. I mean, it's a great hall. There's a big table. There's fireplaces on the side, on the walls. It's all lighting up the main room. Big torchy candle chandelier thing. It's very elaborate. Very a lot of wealth was expended in creating this great hall.
There's a giant skull of the ancestral guardian of Campy, like hanging from the wall,
I mean,
like in Dragon's Reach.
yeah.
There's
The
a
light
giant.
behind
There's
the
a
eyes.
giant taxidermy dragon head with marble eyes.
Dear.
You see Narcissus, and he is sitting there with just kind of trying to figure out what to do look on his face, and you can tell that he's been up all night. He definitely looks different than the last time that you saw him.
He's older now and he's got a burn.
He's older now, and it's so the dragon guardian of this region is a acid type dragon, and so picture Harvey Dent.
Oh yeah.
Oh dang.
His half of his face is literally melted off, and it's just this horribly gruesome thing. And he kind of wears, not right now, not while he's sitting there. When he's out and about, he does have this kind of like half helmet thing, that half face guard that works like a mask. And he's just sitting there. The reason being is that Titus informed him of your of your arrival, after dropping you off, and described you, and Narcisse recognized especially he recognized the physical description of your face, Gregor.
I didn't have a beard or a fade when I left town.
But just your
a half outfit.
yeah. And he was worried. He has been.
Yeah, that's.
Narcisse has been worried about encountering you ever since you left.
So what's our arrangement right now in the room? How many guards are there, and where are they, and what's?
There are 10 guards lining the table, and basically there's a head chair at the end of this long table, and then there's a gap where there are no chairs on either side, and there's just guards standing. And then there's a grouping of chairs at the end of the table, which you guys are all led to sit at. There's definitely a tense atmosphere with the guards and stuff like that, because it's not common for Narcisse to.
Does he say anything before when we come in?
He doesn't say anything right away.
Wow, this is. I've got such a great mental picture right now. This is awesome. I love D&D.
Yeah, so you're brought in. You're sat down.
Are we now? You need to be very specific and careful here. So we've been brought in by the guard as a group. Are there other guards with us, holding us, whatever, or did he just usher us in? And are there guards at station on either side of the Great Hall?
They are standing. So there's this table.
Yep.
You
can imagine it.
There's no seats here, and all the guards are literally standing right next to the table where the chairs would be.
I mean, there's probably no guards behind us, but there's still
it's just you guys came in kind of. There's like an entryway that you went through, where there's guard station in the other room here, and then there's the doors right here. Interestingly enough, you are greeted by a breakfast meal, which has been laid out on the table.
At 2 a.m?
Yes.
I draw my sword.
Yep.
And I stand at the head of the table, at the other end of the table before I sit, and I loudly say his name, almost shout. Narcisse. I see the outside finally reflects the inside. Where is Calalay?
And Narcisse.
I'm holding my sword out, pointed at him.
Narcisse looks up with his just horribly deformed face.
It suits you.
He just takes a long sip of whatever ale or wine or whatever it is that he's drinking, and just kind of chugs it, just kind of drinks the whole goblet, and says, "Gregor, I had a feeling that it was in fact you. It's been a long time.
Stand and face me like a man."
Put your sword down.
No.
And he gestures to a group of guards to put your weapon down.
Any who gets in my way, who stands in the way of me and my quarry, this evil scum, will be put to the sword first. I will carve my way through each and every one of you who defends this wretch, who you all know in your hearts deserves nothing but the foulest of deaths, and to dwell forever in constant torment of hell.
And you see in all the eyes of all of the guards fear, but not of you. A fear of Narcisse that drives them to servitude.
Stand aside and let me face him. I challenge him to a duel today, and I will put him to the sword and end his miserable reign and life.
Narcisse, he doesn't really acknowledge your challenge, and he just kind of starts eating the food in front of him, and just kind of amidst very Stewart of Gondor style. He's got like red strawberry juice running down his chin.
I jump on the table and run down the table toward him.
All right,
screaming.
Roll for initiative, please.
Oh my gosh.
All of you.
Well, guys, I guess we're fighting.
Well,
He's probably some like level 20 like sorcerer by now. I don't know. It's been years. I'm just trying to roleplay how I feel like and not do the meta game like what's tactical, what's wise.
I think
I'm
right,
just
right.
what Gregor would
Gregor
do.
would totally do that.
I'm excited to get my backstory out of the way today.
As you're charging, all of the guards kind of jump up on the table in front of you to stop you from running.
All of them?
Well,
Most of them.
Okay.
I get here, let's say. I mean, like,
Yeah.
I make
And
it
you're-
fit halfway.
And you're surrounded.
Narcissus! Face me! Face me like a man!
And Narcissus, he stands up. I mean, just everything about him, even his stance, is deformed. I mean, his body was broken by the scorching. And he, from within his cloak, he pulls out a strange-looking item.
Oh no.
You defile your sister. You defile this house. You defile your kingdom. You defile yourself. Is there nothing that cannot escape your pollution?
Gregor's having a rough day, guys. I think
She says that.
And
Is he upset
Narcissus,
about something?
you are like kind of held back right now, at least by the guards. They're holding your arms and whatever. And he says, speaking of pollution, and he throws this potion thing that he's holding up into the ceiling, and it hits a crossbeam.
A ceiling
or whatever.
fan.
Yes.
Nuts, I forgot about that.
No, that's the most expensive one at Home Depot. No.
I treated myself.
And this object explodes in a puff of green, dark, just ghastly, gross green mist.
Masks.
As this is happening, all of the guards put on helmets,
Okay.
and as the green mist fades down and kind of blocks your vision for a moment, you see Narcissus turn and leave.
Don't you dare! Don't you turn your back on me! Don't you refuse me!
And Narcissus is now
Find me!
Narcissus is now gone, and he's
Oh,
laughing.
darn it. Okay.
You hear his laughter as he disappears from your vision.
Let me cut the other half of you off that's still half this pretty youth!
And now, please, everyone, roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, and crit fail.
Crit fail.
Mm-hmm. How poetic.
Inspiration.
Oh,
That's right.
yeah. I remembered
Jesus.
carving.
Did you crit fail as well, Matt?
No, but it's not good.
Okay.
I got a 12.
Okay.
I got a 18.
No, sorry, I got 11.
I got this time 22.
Great.
I rolled because of the inspiration. So
Okay.
Nice.
I got a 6.
6. Finn immediately
yeah.
falls to the ground, passed out. He's 100% knocked out. Okay, so Megan, you fall prone and are groggy.
Whoa!
Yeah, so
Groggy.
you're groggy and have disadvantage on everything.
Yeah.
Udon and Gregor are just, they're not prone, but they are very groggy and have disadvantage on everything.
Whoa.
So Finn's out of the fight.
Like for the entire thing?
Yeah.
I'm done?
You're knocked out.
Holy smokes.
You're 100% chemically knocked out. You just breathed in like
So you're full
concentrated
health
chloroform.
still, but you're just
Yeah.
knocked out. That's not good. He's our magic user.
Udon, play something.
So wait, so what's
You're
our,
groggy. You are
what
very
was our
groggy.
initiative order?
Okay, sorry. Tell me. Yeah, roll.
Ooh, 20.
18.
Not natural.
Dawson.
4. Before the combat begins, as a free action, I want to, I shout, I have no quarrel with you. Why do you defend him? I have no quarrel with you. I do not wish to kill any of you.
There is a stoic, almost depressed atmosphere amongst all the guards, but they're not stopping.
Someone speak. Are you bound to him by some fell magic?
There's no sound.
No sound at all. They won't speak.
They will not speak.
As they're grabbing me, and I'm like, grappled by them, I try to look at Udon. And are you untethered to anyone at the moment? Are you like free?
Yeah, she's behind you.
You're you're just standing there. You're not being attacked right now. Okay.
Really quick, just before the fight actually starts, I want you to roll to get to break away from.
To see if I can. Strength check.
Yeah.
And that is 21.
You break away. You kind of break away and are able to dodge back towards your friends.
Okay. I climb through over the top of them. Are they like swinging at me? Are they gonna make an opportunity attack or something?
Nope. In this because it's like a mix between like they're not gonna say anything to you, but there is a resistance to fighting you, but they're still gonna fight you.
Is it Abby's turn?
No, it's your turn actually, Megan.
Oh. Snap! I'm prone. But.
So I mean, you can just stand up.
I'm gonna do that.
I mean, do you have any like ranged attacks?
Can you wake Finnegan?
No, Finnegan is.
He's like at full health.
Finnegan is 100% knocked out.
Maybe like an awakened spell or something.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you guys used if you guys have like a potion of cure poison or like that kind of stuff, that might work.
What about a jar of pickles?
Just dump it on him.
The main ingredient in a cure poison.
You whip out a pickle and like hold it under his nose.
And the room is still like green and cloudy.
Yeah, but because of your constitution rolls, you're able to kind of stay awake.
Guys, I totally forgot about my face step that I can do.
Oh, what's that?
I can magically teleport 30 feet.
Whoa.
Can you still see Narcissus?
Well, I'm guessing
Josh
he
said
left
he's
the
gone.
room.
Boy. Don't dry up. Men and women are under some compulsion by magic. They are influenced and affected. I do not wish to kill them.
Okay. So, are we fighting or surrendering?
No, they are innocent. They're being made to fight. They're being forced to fight. We need to get out of here.
Disengage.
Yes, let's leave.
We gotta carry Finnegan.
Sure, I grab him.
And the guard.
There's a guard right there, though.
The guard who's right next to you bars the door. He stands in between you and the door.
Stand aside, or I will run you through this instant.
And he just shakes his head. And you cannot see their faces. You cannot see any distinguishing features.
Terrifying.
It's not. I mean, it's Dryas' move.
Helmet?
Whose turn is it now in the initiative?
Abby.
It's Abby. Push him aside! Force him aside! Yeah, you can try to do any like push or grapple by doing the strength contest or whatever.
Yeah.
Are you good at strength?
Well, we have disadvantage on everything.
No.
I am, but
I am not.
Don't you have a boomerang?
Yeah.
Just throw it at his head.
Can I throw my boomerang at his head?
Go for it.
Like that close. But you have disadvantage.
You have disadvantage on everything because of the gas.
7.
That does not hit. It's that guard's turn. And he only rolls a 3, and now it's one of the guards behind you.
how are you tracking all these guards? Just numbered 1 through 10?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
And he rolls a 3 to hit. They're all doing terrible. 4, 5.
These are different dice, man.
Rolls in that 20. 5 rolls in that 20 on.
Who's he attacking?
Who's the one closest? Who's that?
1,
Gregor.
2.
Okay, it rolls in that 20 to hit you,
This
Dawson.
is guard 5.
Yes. He stabs at you with a spear.
We've just been batting aside their strikes and dodging like this whole time. Oh my gosh!
You
crowded
take
against the door.
You take
While you're groggy.
5 piercing damage.
Okay.
Now it's your turn, Dawson.
I am going to try to push this guard out of the way. So make a strength
So
contest
guard 1?
against him. Yep. Disadvantage. 16.
Okay. He only got a 10, so you push him out of the way.
I grab him by his dumb helmeted head and just throw him out of the way of the door. And I slam the door open and cough and
Okay. So I'm gonna need you to do another strength check against the door.
The door? Why?
He barred it, I think.
Well, it's barred from the inside, so you can just lift the bars off, right? Someone barred the door from the outside?
Roll it.
The door's... Udon! Help me!
I'm helping.
Do you need a strength?
He's getting away from me, Vincent! Alright, so that is a 10 for my strength check, but you can help me in an action, and you can roll strength. And
Otherwise, I can help too.
you take whoever did the best roll.
Yeah, but remember, you all have disadvantage.
We all have disadvantage.
So you
for
all
someone.
need to roll twice, and if your lower number beats 10,
10 exactly.
I got 13.
you go to push the door open to open it or whatever, and as you're doing that, remember I said on the other side of the door was a whole nother group of guards, and you see them push back on the door. It's not barred, but they're literally pushing the door and leaning against it and preventing you from getting through the door. And there's a good another like
Finn's
10,
like just chilling on
10
the
bodies
ground.
on the other side of the
You're
door.
holding Finn, aren't you?
I am sorry, my friends. I have gotten you into this mess.
And now
Only
it's-
one man deserved to die today, and it was none of us.
If we lay down our arms, will they just take us to prison?
Can you speak and tell us what you will do with us once you have captured us? Roll persuasion. That is a 11.
That's not high enough.
I say the same thing.
What he just said.
Ditto.
Charisma bonus of
21.
5.
Whoa!
Did you?
So that was your first roll.
Nat one. Is it a nat one?
Nat 1.
Disadvantage his ass.
With a nat 1, I think that's just what you say.
I hand over Finnegan and watch what they do with him.
Son of a bitch.
I hand Finnegan's lifeless corpse. No,
It's not lifeless.
no, I'm
it's
kidding.
like-
I don't do
In
that.
fact,
really?
I'm starting to wake up. Hey, my friend. What? What are you doing?
Why do you not speak?
It's guard 6's.
Well, we could just put down our weapons and see what happens.
We drop. I stab my sword in the floorboard and lift my hands up.
I drop my sword and shield.
I too drop my sword.
I drop Finnegan. He wakes up. Yay!
Y'all dropped your weapons or whatever, disengaged, and in kind of one motion, when the guards see this, they all put their spears down. They're standing, and then the one guard he stands in front of your group. You're all facing him, and he whips out another potion and smashes it down on the ground, and everything goes black.
Maybe we are the chosen ones.